Planning a trip to Paris? Here are the top 10 things you should avoid doing. As the city of love and lights, Paris is a must-see destination that offers a unique blend of history, culture, and elegance. From its world-renowned landmarks like the Eiffel Tower and the Louvre, to its charming cobblestone streets and exquisite cuisine, Paris is a city that captures the heart of every traveler. But just like any major city, there are certain things to be wary of. With its rich cultural heritage and diverse local customs, navigating Paris can be a bit challenging, especially for first-time visitors. So, whether you're a seasoned traveler or planning your very first trip, it's essential to know what to avoid to make the most of your Parisian experience. By steering clear of common missteps, you can immerse yourself in the true Parisian lifestyle. So, without further ado, let's dive into the top 10 things you should avoid doing in Paris. Number 10 on the list, avoid dining at tourist traps. Now, we all know that part of the joy of traveling is trying new food. But in a city as culinary rich as Paris, it's easy to fall into the trap of dining at touristy spots. These places often serve up subpar food at high prices, capitalizing on their prime location and the convenience factor. But trust me, you're missing out on the real deal. Paris is brimming with traditional French bistros, where you can savor authentic dishes like coq au vin or bouillabaisse at a fraction of the cost compared to tourist trap restaurants. Not only will your wallet thank you, but your taste buds will too. So, instead of following the crowds, take a stroll down the less traveled paths. Ask locals for recommendations, or better yet, just follow your nose. Remember, the best food often comes from the most unexpected places. Save your money and your palate. Dine where the locals do. Number 9, don't ignore local customs. Now, this is an important one. When you're in Paris, it's not just about seeing the sights and sampling the cuisine. It's also about immersing yourself in the local culture, which means respecting French customs. For instance, it's customary to greet people with a simple bonjour during the day or bonsoir in the evening. And remember, when you enter a shop or a restaurant, it's polite to greet the salesperson or the waiter. Dressing appropriately is another part of French etiquette. Parisians are known for their stylish and modest attire, so try to blend in and avoid looking too touristy. Also, be aware that in some places like churches or fancy restaurants, there could be a dress code. And here's a little tip. If you're invited to someone's house, it's customary to bring a gift, like a bottle of wine or flowers. Remember, when in France, do as the French do. Number 8, avoid overpacking. This is an easy trap to fall into. We've all been there, stuffing our suitcases till they're ready to burst, thinking we need to prepare for every possible scenario. But overpacking brings its own set of problems. The first issue you encounter? Extra baggage costs. Airlines are notorious for their strict baggage policies, and exceeding weight limits can lead to some hefty fines. Not to mention, maneuvering a heavy suitcase through crowded streets, onto public transport, or up flights of stairs in old buildings without elevators isn't anyone's idea of a good time. What's the solution? Pack only the essentials. Choose versatile clothing pieces that can be mixed and matched, and remember, you can always do laundry or buy something you need locally. So let's ditch the just-in-case mentality. Lighten your load, literally. The less you bring, the less you have to worry about, and the more you can focus on enjoying your trip. Travel light and enjoy your trip more. Number 7, don't rely only on credit cards. Now you might be thinking, but it's the 21st century, who carries cash anymore? Well, while it's true that many places in the modern world have embraced the convenience of credit cards, not all establishments in Paris have jumped on the bandwagon. From quaint bistros tucked away in cobblestone lanes to charming antique shops scattered across the city, there are numerous places in Paris that remain cash only. Even some of the city's iconic attractions, like the Louvre and the Eiffel Tower, have ticket counters that only accept cash. Besides, using cash can also help you avoid any surprise foreign transaction fees on your credit card bill. So, while packing for your Parisian adventure, be sure to include some euros in your wallet. It may seem old-fashioned, but when in Paris, you'll quickly realize cash is king, even in the City of Lights. Number 6, avoid visiting in August. Now you might be wondering, why August? It's the peak of summer, the sun is shining, and the city is buzzing. Sounds like the perfect time for a Parisian getaway, right? Well, not exactly. You see, August is traditionally the time when many Parisians take their vacations. This means that a surprisingly large number of local shops, cafes, and restaurants close their doors for the holiday season. So, if you're looking to sample the authentic Parisian life, the city's unique boutiques, and its culinary gems, August might not be the best time for you. Instead, consider visiting in the spring or fall when the city is in full swing and the weather is still delightful. Plus, these seasons offer the added bonus of fewer tourists. Plan your trip wisely to experience the best of Paris. Number 5. Don't skip learning basic French phrases. It's a common misconception that everyone in Paris speaks English. While it's true that many do, not everyone is fluent, and some might not speak it at all. That's where your basic French comes into play. It's not just about being able to order a croissant and a café au lait, though that certainly has its perks. It's about showing respect for the culture and the people. It shows that you're making an effort to communicate in their language, even if it's just the basics. And trust me, the locals appreciate it. It can also help you navigate the city better, read menus, and understand directions. So go ahead, learn how to say bonjour, merci, and où se trouve la Tour Eiffel? You don't have to be fluent, but a little French can go a long way. Number 4. Don't visit all tourist attractions in one day. Imagine trying to run a marathon without any training. Exhausting, right? The same principle applies when you're in the city of love. Paris is not just a city. It's an experience. It's an orchestra of culture, history, and beauty that deserves your undivided attention. Sure, the Eiffel Tower, the Louvre, Notre Dame, and Montmartre are all breathtaking, but they're not going anywhere. They've stood the test of time for centuries, and they'll still be there tomorrow. Make a list, prioritize, and give each attraction the time it deserves. Remember, quality over quantity is the golden rule here. You're not just checking off a list, you're creating memories. So take a leisurely stroll down Champs-Élysées, sip a café au lait in a street-side cafe, and watch the world go by. Take your time and soak in the beauty of Paris. Number 3. Avoid taxis. Now this might seem counterintuitive, especially when you're in a hurry or carrying heavy luggage. But let's think about it. Taxis in Paris can be quite expensive, and during peak hours, the traffic can be a real nightmare. Instead, consider using public transportation. The Paris Metro is efficient, reliable, and covers a vast area of the city. Plus, it's a great way to experience Paris like a local. You might even strike up a conversation with a Parisian and make a new friend. Alternatively, why not embrace the charm of Paris on foot? The city is famous for its beautiful, walkable streets. Imagine strolling down a quaint alley, stumbling upon a hidden bistro, or discovering a breathtaking view of the city that you wouldn't see from the backseat of a taxi. So next time you're in the City of Lights, remember, save money and see more of Paris on foot or by metro. Number 2, don't fall for scams. It's a common cautionary tale, but oh so crucial when you're exploring the City of Lights. Paris, like any bustling city, has its share of tricksters and con artists ready to turn your dream vacation into a nightmare. One of the most common scams is the gold ring trick. A passerby pretends to find a gold ring on the ground and offers it to you, insisting it's real gold. They'll then ask for a finder's fee. It's all a ruse, of course. The ring is as fake as the story. Another notorious scheme is the friendship bracelet scam. A friendly stranger ties a bracelet around your wrist, then demands payment. The best way to avoid these scams? Be aware of your surroundings and politely decline any unsolicited offers. Remember, if something seems too good to be true, it probably is. So, stay sharp, trust your instincts, and you'll be able to navigate Paris with confidence. Stay alert and keep your trip scam-free. And the number one thing to avoid, don't forget to enjoy. Isn't that why we pack our bags and jet off to destinations unknown? It's not just about ticking off items on a bucket list or snapping the perfect picture for social media. Travel is about experiencing a new culture, tasting unfamiliar cuisines, listening to the rhythm of a foreign language, and creating memories that will last a lifetime. So, while in the city of love, Paris, allow yourself to wander off the beaten path. Let serendipity be your guide. You might discover a quaint cafe tucked away in a cobblestone alley, or a serene park where you can watch Parisians go about their day. Remember, it's okay if you don't see every landmark or taste every French delicacy. It's all about the journey, not the destination. So savor every moment, every bite, every sunset. Because in the end, these are the experiences that truly enrich our lives. Remember, you're on vacation. Relax and enjoy the city of love. And that's our countdown of the top 10 things to avoid doing in Paris. We've covered everything from dodging tourist trap restaurants to skipping the mad rush of visiting all attractions in one day. We've also highlighted the importance of respecting local customs and the value of learning a few basic French phrases. Remember, being prepared can make a world of difference. Overpacking, relying solely on credit cards, or visiting in the peak month of August can also dampen your Parisian experience. And let's not forget to stay alert to scams while enjoying the city's charm. After all, it's all about having a memorable trip, isn't it? We'd love to hear about your own travel experiences and tips. Have you visited Paris before? What were your lessons learned? Or if you're planning a trip, what are you most excited about? Every journey is unique and every traveler has a story to tell. Enjoy your trip to Paris and remember, when in doubt, do as the Parisians do. Hey there, fellow travelers. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. We're always here to provide you with the most practical and engaging travel tips. Want to keep up with our adventures and advice? Make sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on those notifications so you never miss an update from us. Your support helps us create more content like this. Remember, every like, share, and subscription goes a long way in helping us continue to share the world with you. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Safe travels, everyone!